little bit of a docket going here. This is going to be really quick. We have a role in our Discord server called the Nod, and the Nod is given to people so that they can share Twitch links. And the reason that we felt we needed a role for that was because we kept getting people coming in that were trying to get people to subscribe to their channels, and they were very self-serving, and they weren't about like fellowshipping or being friends with anybody. They were just coming in here to basically infomercial everybody on their stream. We're pretty much talking about expanding the Nod and the ability to post links like that. Maybe combine it with our blogger role to pretty much include all of our trusted content creators. So like if we get somebody in here that doesn't necessarily Twitch stream, but is maybe like a YouTube creator, something like that. Somebody who writes blogs, not necessarily for CC, that will have a way to kind of expand the Nod and let everybody, not just Twitch streamers, be part of that role. So we just wanted to throw that out. Anybody have any kind of problem with that, or think that's a good idea or anything? That's our first thing tonight. If
I
not,
approve.
Okay, there we go. And Keza, you're welcome to toss out things as we get to them like that. Very keeping it moving. I'm going to mention we've had a Steam group on the Christian Crew for years and years and years and years and years, and I guess with the advent of social media and Discord and all that, our Steam group is just kind of languishing, not really being used, and so we've had. Is it AJ Man that's been kind of going through? We made him an officer there. He kind of went through and to see what we could possibly do to put it to more use and to make sure that everybody in the community can find each other there, that sort of stuff. We have the link to the community group. And another reason we're bringing up this group is because if ever there's massive Discord outages, the Steam group can be kind of a very, very much less secure, very, very simple backup. Like instead of having something like a TeamSpeak server or something as backup, Steam groups do have the ability to start like group chats amongst people. And we can start a Christian Crew Gaming group chat. I think we have one already. So the point being, if we ever have major Discord problems, you might want to check your Steam, maybe the Steam group, to see what's going on, find out what's up. We also have a Facebook page, and I kind of want to make sure you understand that there's a difference between a page and a group. We had a group for a while that no one used, so the group's gone. The page is basically like, it's just basically a meme type of page. But it is a way to send us messages if you have issues or whatever. We could restart the group where people could talk to each other there and stuff, but it gets so little use. I think Steam should be the first choice. And also because Facebook exposes your real name to people, so. All right, a lot of stuff going on down the screen here while I was reading what we had up top. We're going to have a document coming pretty soon. I haven't had the chance to write it yet tonight. There's been a lot of questions lately on what the difference is between the recognized role on our server and an actual member. Like, are they any different, and what the difference is, that sort of thing. To put a really quick point on it, a guest can do nothing. Most of you joined us as guests, and you started off in a channel called the Crash Pad, where you were able to talk voice in the Hangout channel, and you were able to type in the Crash Pad. And some of our leaders probably got to know you a little bit. You got a couple of vouchers, and all of a sudden the server opened up to you, and you were in the Hangout, and you could see everything. So once you get the recognize role, that's basically us saying we recognize that you're not going to burn the place down. We're letting you loose in the china shop. Don't be a bull. Basically, what recognize means. Obviously, a member is someone who has gone through our application process and been vetted. That we're glad to consider in addition to our fellowship. The things that separate recognize from members, first of all, is when you're a CC member, you are saying quite directly that you are a believer in Christ. We do have a membership type, a role type called ACC. It's called Allies of the Christian. That's for all the people who are not Christian, but absolutely love what we stand for, and they still want to be in a family-friendly place with no bad language, that kind of stuff. But being a member of any kind is different from recognized. You do get access to more channels that are members only. You have the benefit of people knowing when you're a member and you have the color in your name. It says I am Christian. I am a member of CC. There are a couple of other things that we'll mention when we get the article written, but I've been doing a lot of stuff today that did not allow me the time to finish that document. So that's the gist, the rough, what it means. All right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to jump back just a split second. AG, did you have anything to add about the Steam group at all? Anything anybody needs to know?
Nothing specific. I was wondering though, uh, how many event uh I saw that thoughts together real quick. I had seen that a couple of the events were still posted by Classic Football, and I was wondering if he would want me to take over. Um, I guess that's just kind of a direct question there. But then also, if somebody else has any ideas for improving the group, I guess just let me know. Um, I'm open to ideas because there's not really a lot to do, but if there's someone else sees, that'd be
Alrighty. I just wanted to make sure. Anybody have any questions or any thoughts about the Steam group before we move on? Alrighty. I apologize, folks. I'm trying to read our docket and keep minutes and all this all at the same time here. What I'm going to do right now, first of all, I'm going to say a lot of people that are in here already know this. We're going to go ahead and make it obvious. We are going to have a CC 1.4 Terraria server. I believe it's in the works as we speak. Uh, we're going to have a quick discussion on things like ground rules and stuff like that. First of all, I think that a game server admin has already been decided, um, rather against their will, from my understanding. I was told that Wing Scribed has been voluntold that he is the server admin. Voluntold, yes. Which, I don't know, when people tell you to do stuff around here, does that mean you get paid? No, I'm kidding. Of course not. I'm gonna hand over. Cassidy, you wanna go ahead and do your first of what you want to take?
All right, so to celebrate the opening of our new server, which I'm going to drop a cool graphic that Neil put together. It has some of the basic information. I will be giving away 2 Terraria keys via Steam. So if anyone is interested in a chance to win one of those keys, please enter a number between 1 and 100, and we will raffle 2 keys. Houdini already has the game. Obviously, if you already have the game, I'd ask you not to enter.
Let's not be greedy.
It's hard to make a joke when you forget that you're on push to talk.
Let that run for another minute because we have a lot of people in the channel, so I want everyone to have a chance to drop in a number. Yes, Doc, 3 actual entries so far.
It's a fun game. Come join us.
Yeah, and if anybody's wondering, it has been compared to a 2D Minecraft, but I'd say it's more complex.
It's way better.
Fuel the addiction.
Yeah, subjective. If you like simple, then you might find this overwhelming. However, we have a pretty helpful community who is welcoming to new players, and we will guide you. I'm fairly new to the game myself and still very bad at it, and I'll be playing. So come, and I will make you look good. Call it in 30 seconds.
Oh, wow. Does that mean I win?
No, because you already have the game.
Dang it.
Lucky 77?
Yeah, I think Iron Breakbox wins.
She said between 1 and 100. It seems like 1 is the closest to 100 in that phrase, wouldn't it?
Oh my.
All right, so
Is
there
that your-
are 2 keys. So who is the next closest?
Ping.
All right. So I'm writing down Iron Breakox and Ping.
Wow. Hey, awesome. Thanks.
I will dispatch those shortly via Steam. I know I have Ping on my friends list on Steam. I'm pretty sure. Iron Breakox, if I do not have you on Steam, friend me so I can send you the game. I will send you my friend code. That's it for me. Thank you, Neil.
Alrighty. So much for getting caught up on the minutes. Okay. Let me see here. I think. Is there anything I'm missing?
Want
Sir.
to talk briefly about the ground rules? Because
Oh,
even I don't know what those are yet.
Yeah, the Terraria stuff. Keep going with the Terraria stuff. That's right. Yes. Oh, we
Doc.
haven't got. We haven't got there yet, AJ. But thank you for reminding me.
That's not a real role, Doc.
Did we ever tell anybody about the admission price to the server?
Oh boy. All right. Should I take over? Is that how this is going?
No.
Yes.
I thought you guys were very specifically talking about Terraria. Do we have anything else we need to talk about Terraria before we? I only ask because we have quite a few things to cover also in close this evening, so we don't want to hold people here too long. Okay, I'm going over everything that we need to talk about this evening.
Yeah.
And AJ brings up a good point. We wanted to touch on what we were saying about recognized members earlier in respect to video streaming. Is that something I was getting kind of not an unsure answer from people? Sky, any thoughts? Is that something we can do? Or we can restrict people to video sharing by role or anything? Yeah, because we're pretty much going to say recognized or above is no problem because we trust you, and if you do something wrong, it's basically if you share something you shouldn't share or whatever, it's basically an insta ban. So just know that. If nothing else, maybe we can restrict the video from Hangout Voice. And for anybody below recognized.
Okay. So we can disable video streaming in general. We cannot specify what type of video streaming, if that makes sense. So, like, if you disable video streaming to a channel, that means that the person cannot stream their game or their face, since that's a thing now. You cannot specify, like, nobody's allowed to stream their face at all, that kind of thing. Is that what you're asking? Or are you just saying, just in general, no video streaming of any sort
No,
to
we're
anybody
saying
below recognized?
anybody below recognized can't stream, or if we could, also restrict any kind of video streaming from Hangout specifically, since it's accessed by people below recognized.
We can do both.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was the one who initially brought it up when I saw that Discord is allowing like webcam streaming. Kind of to Kessa's point, in my opinion, I think we need to address it before it becomes a problem, because you never know what some troll is going to do. Yeah, I'm siding with AJ on make it by user rather than by channel.
Right. What we were saying was like a dual thing, like nobody anywhere on the server below recognized. I mean, you obviously you can't get anywhere but Crashpad and Hangout if you are below recognized. Excuse me, but restricted Hangout Voice. So even if you're still a guest and you have access to Hangout Voice and you're still not recognized, you still can't video stream. That's why we were adding the channel thing there.
I believe using or leaving the user some malleability on that. If they're okay with it, then let them.
All right. Any other thoughts or anybody else?
What AJ said in text is what I said, but without having a stroke.
Alrighty. So
Okay.
essentially, anybody below recognized, just to be absolutely clear, everybody, if you're below recognized, if you are a visitor to our server,
If you're a nobody,
you're a nobody in every way.
For
If you-
clarification, everybody in this meeting is above recognized. Just wanted to throw that out there if we had new people in here.
Yeah. Once you're out of that little channel where it looks like our server's a ghost town and you can see all of our channels, you are now recognized. You're
All
one
right.
of the cool kids.
We like you.
Save.
So this
Yes.
is where we just toss the mission to Sky Ranger and he waves his arms around and says words and it magically
It's done.
happens.
Yay! Thanks, Guy.
The other thing that was in
I
the
demand more arm waving.
in the docket that was very specific to you, Sky, is there a way that we can show number of like members on the server at any given time to new
Already
joins? So
planned for.
You're already working on it?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
A lot of the suggestions that have been posted for the nod, changes to Fishsticks in general. There's a few quality of life updates that have already been pushed. Displayed like the startup sequence is going to be visited. There's going to be a command that'll be visited for general server statistics. When somebody joins, they'll get a readout of server statistics, i.e., how many members we have, that kind of thing. About trying to think of anything else.
You said quality of life. Does that mean fish sticks will make me a sandwich?
No, but there's a
No,
lot
it
of
means
other
fish sticks will
things
give
that,
me all the money.
no, nobody gets money.
What about
There's a
AJ
lot of
Man's
things.
suggestion?
Let's see. Not that, but I think the last thing that was implemented was a nuclear launch code hacking thing that somebody wanted that I think I threw in there.
It seems like we should evolve it into actual Skynet, sure.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Let's see, hang on,
So
standby.
we're gonna have a fish sticks mini game where it looks like we're hacking the world.
I can tell you in just a minute.
I mean, mini games are cool.
The quality of life things include the embeds for help, role, and role listings don't disappear so quickly. They stick around a little longer. The suggest command, a lot of people have been encountering problems with that. The system now re-encodes URIs because I'm sure everybody knows what that means. So that it doesn't jank out when you send something. It doesn't yell at you because you had a space in the title or something like that.
Excuse me, could you define jank, please?
Hinky, weird, wrong, improper.
Fish sticks.
No. There's a new
Similar to
define
Neo.
command that'll be pushed once version 17 is out, or version 17.7 is out. And bacon mode.
Bacon?
Bacon mode. That's a thing.
Is there also going to be a bunny mode or a combination bacon bunny mode?
It could be. The 17.7 won't be out until I completely refactor Fishsticks. Reason being is that since the last update, which is 17.6, Discord has pushed JS version 12, which means that they broke a lot of things about how the API works. So the next update is going to be another stopgap update where any suggestions you have, anything you want to see fixed, will have to be delayed until 17.7 because there's so much stuff that I have to fix because version 12 of Discord.js broke everything.
And for those
So
of
if
you
you've-
who have no idea what Sky Ranger just said for the last 30 seconds, we'll pray for you.
Hey, be
basically,
nice.
basically Discord broke a bunch of stuff with how bots work, and I need to go in there and fix it. And it's going to take a long time. But if you have any like suggestions, or if you want to like if you got questions or want to look into something, do it before 17.7 is released, because that's just going to be a big old giant batch push that will resolve a lot of problems.
Alrighty. In the interest of getting the meeting over with and moving on to close, because we do have a lot of stuff we need to operationally cover and close. Does anyone have any open meeting business they'd like to throw out tonight? Any suggestion, thoughts, questions, anything at all that has anything to do with anything we've talked about, or anything that's just on? Doesn't matter how big or how small. Anything at all.
Nope, I'm good.
Speak now, or forever hold your peace.
So have you ever thought about how we have fingertips but not toe tips, but you can tip toe but not tip finger?
You can't tell me what to do.
It's
think
too
that-
early for this. Can't.
You can't tell me what to do.
Wait, too early?
Okay.
Yeah. It's like 4:30. Way too early.
Okay.
Alrighty, folks. So, just a minor little thing. I have no idea how many people access the CC website and use the blog or try to keep up with the blogs, but we're hoping to. Right now, okay, we have blogs for individuals, and those blogs have no like deadlines or anything like that. People just post whatever they like when they like. But we're going to see if we can't put together an official CC blog for things like official announcements and meeting minutes. Now that we're no longer using the forums, really, where it's a nice place to put the meeting minutes where they'll look good and people can refer to them. Speaking of the forums, registration to be a user on the forums has been turned off for months now. The forums will soon go away, 100% gone. Just wanted to let everybody know that. If you would like to refer to the forums or get any information off of the forums, or you have some favorite posts you want to archive in some way, I would suggest you do that pretty soon, because there's no time frame precisely, but by our server host move in October, well, actually it'll be before October. Before October, the forums will cease to exist. So if there's anything there you want to grab, now's the time.
If I could recommend before that's done, if we have a 2-week notice to announce it elsewhere, make an announcements, 2 weeks notice, forums closing.
No.
No, we won't have notice. This is your only warning.
We'll try.
You have 15 minutes to back up your posts. 15.
Got about 90
What we'll
seconds.
do,
Get to it.
I will be happy to back up anybody's posts if you will fill out a certain form in triplicate and send me $700 cash.
I got nothing to back up.
Do we need like a blood sample and our firstborn?
Need your social security number for sure.
Oh, okay.
Step
Credit card number.
one. Yeah.
Those
Okay.
other things depend on how much information you require.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I'll need your firstborn if you expect any of these messages to have punctuation. Anyway.
Are we going to touch on the topic of host migration at some point, or is that going to be after we kind of beat that?
Well, this is kind of a situation where we're trying to place everything in such a way that our host that we're at right now, for those that aren't for our website and our forum, if we stayed until and through October, we would owe them for an entire year, and they charge us far too much money for the value that we get, which is not much because our website is slower than it should be, doesn't have as much RAM to operate as it needs, that kind of thing. So we will be migrating our website to a much bigger, larger, scalable network system that will probably actually be cheaper as well. We're operationally talking about what we need for our server tech, what we need for Fishsticks, what we need for our website, all that good stuff, and we'll get all that squared away before October. that's part of the reason that the forums are going away. After the move, our website should actually become much more usable, and if so, it may actually begin to re-expand. It depends on whether people use it or not. This is why, if anybody wants to participate in any way, I suggest you take a look at the website and kind of look around, see what you can find. There's a lot of content on the website you may not be aware of. There's like multiple YouTube playlists to check out, all kinds of stuff. And so, essentially, you as the community are who the website is for. And if there's something you would like to see on the website, please suggest it. We'd be more than happy to talk. But yeah, we're as far as Ping Jockey, as far as your question, actually part of what we're doing in Close tonight is I'm kind of laying out the kind of like the roadmap of what needs to happen and why. I'm going to ask a couple of questions of Sky, who's now back home and can answer the questions a little better about what his needs are, and we're gonna do that. But we wanted to mention to the membership before having that conversation, the forums are about to disappear, and the website will be moved soon. Hopefully, you won't see the website move. Hopefully, it'll just happen, and you won't even be able to tell the difference other than it being faster. But if you need anything on the forums, get it, because it's almost history. Alrighty, and I think that was it. Was anybody else have any other questions or suggestions or anything that it doesn't matter if it's something we covered or it's something that you're just thinking of bringing? Anything at all? Okay, well, on that note, AG Man, I want to thank everybody for coming out this evening and checking in with us, and keep your eyes open because, like I said, we'll be making some changes with the website and Discord pretty soon as far as like the official CC blog, maybe posting minutes there so you'll be able to refer to the minutes there, stuff like that. So. Well, Rob, sorry, an answer to that question. The system that we're going to move to is pretty much free for a year. So it kind of doesn't matter on their end when we start, but it does matter that we leave our current host before October begins because we don't want to get charged. So.
We need to go over Terraria Rules. Sorry.
Yeah. Do we need? This is before the close. We need all of you guys to discuss the Terraria rules and stuff.
I think they've pretty much been decided.
But what are they?
Can we actually do something instead? Because I know there are council members that want to join on the server. So, Scribe, as admin, can we give you the role of telling the rules, and then the council members can go to the closed section and do our closed stuff?
That is fine by me.
And thank you,
So what are the
Scribe,
rules?
for volunteering to do this.
It's being voluntold.
There you go.
On the note of voluntolding people things, hey Doc, you're writing down the rules. That way we can refer to them.
Correct. You've already demonstrated that you are exceptional at recording stuff for future reference.
Fair enough. I'll just
No,
respond
you can
to the ones that are
supervise
correct.
both of them.
And Scribe, I mean this in the nicest way possible, as you've been voluntold to be the admin of that server. Get it done quickly, guys.
Well, as been stated so wisely by one of our members, it's not how many rules you break; it's how many new rules are needed once you're done. So this list will more than likely be, will flex and change as certain things are uncovered or whatever. Essentially, on our last server, Sky, as he was hosting, put up a wonderful message just as soon as you join the server. It says, rule number 1, don't be a jerk. That was it. So
That covers most of the ground.
Yeah, it really does. If there's something questionable, feel free to ask me or any of like the leaders around here and be like, would this be okay? If you're asking that question, you're probably already on awkward ground, but you never know. So,
There could
don't be afraid to ask.
questions that we haven't thought of.
Experiment.
Yeah, one, don't be a jerk.
Another proposed rule. If the Terraria generator is the same as the last 2 Terraria worlds I've been in, please no digging in the western wall of the great ocean off to the right, as if you break the dam, it will flood the server and crash the game usually.
Yeah, I mean, we'll cover things like technical aspects and such, but again, digging a hole in the ocean is we've had issues with that before. So,
Yep.
so we'll go over that. So, but I don't want to sit here in the meeting and hold up the council members who do definitely, or those are the council members that definitely do want to join us. So,
Mhm.
that being stated, Cass, you said you had something you wanted to say.
Those who are going to come in and play, have your screenshot keys ready. We will probably have a collaborative blog the day after. This is
Screenshot?
what happened.
Oh.
Fun stuff. That's all.
Also, I was really curious what a screenshot key was.
It's F12.
What's the any key?
Okay, AJ, you
Where's
have to
the
draw everything.
In crayon for
Yes.
extra detail.
So
Okay,
if that's
I'm done.
everything for the open meeting. I want to thank everybody for coming out and taking part. And this is how meetings go. And again, if you have something interesting you want to say, or anything you want to suggest, or anything like that, you can come to us anytime and talk to us. But the reason the CC meetings exist is for you to bring it out and we can publicly talk about it. And this community has been built since 2003 on these kinds of meetings. So don't ever think that what you want to talk about isn't important, because it might. And thank you very much. All the leaders will start to funnel themselves into the closed meeting section. Thanks, everybody.
Subscribe. Was there more stuff Terraria related to discuss here, or?
There probably will be. However,
We need
seeing
to,
as how that
announce
is
the rules.
literally
Like-
this is the game. Let's head down to the Terraria channel for those that are interested, and we'll proceed from there.
Release the prisoners otherwise.